obviously it's a very strong movie, and I think it's what it tells us that we need to remember history, understand history, and learn from history going forward.
Well, this was a very strong picture of the reality that occurred in the Second World War and the Japanese war of aggression that inflicted this kind of bestiality and brutality. That story needs to be told, and this film clearly does that. There are many elements to it that I think are very important in terms of characterizing the human side of, even under wartime, that reducing yourself, even as soldiers, to the bestiality that the Japanese carried out is inexcusable. And it should be a message that the world carries forth right now to ensure that this will be the end of global conflict, because if it isn't, we will destroy ourselves as humanity as such.
It tells the story very well, I think, and it's as balanced as it can be, but it's breaks your heart into a million pieces to see the scenes. And it also makes you think about, if you in the calmer scenes, it gives you some time to reflect as well. And then you think about, things going around in the world right now. There's quite a lot of conflict. And then you think about, this is exactly what people are experiencing still.
The importance of my work is to promote cooperation in the framework of, as Xi Jinping has called for, community for a shared future for mankind. And that's the message that should be highlighted.
One thing I quite liked was when they got together to take the picture before leaving. I think that one was quite nice to symbolize the friendships and companion that people who are in a similar situation can, and have a little bit of light in the darkness.
For business, peace and stable conditions are extremely important, and I think also business can help to bring about peaceful conditions, because if we trade with each other, there's a less likelihood that we will fight wars. So peace and business goes well together.
So we have to elevate that. We have to understand the importance of culture as a overriding factor. In my view, it should be even prioritized over the political differences. Although those differences exist and they can be negotiated and should be, the essence of civilization and the importance of that, which Chinese civilization embodies, I've studied it in depth, and this particular film is a characteristic of the importance of culture and defending culture, which was successfully done despite the aggression of Japan. So it's an example, I think, that we should apply to the present world situation.
We need to learn from history here and not forget about also the very dark times of history, but to learn from that and work hard to avoid something like that happening again.